Welcome to This Week in Astrology. This is episode number 623 for April 1 through 15, 2023. The first half of April features an abundantly aspected Libra full moon. We also have 3 new aspect patterns, an easy money kite, and 2 T-squares that empower selfless service and life purpose. This episode is sponsored by my book, the #1 Amazon bestseller called Instant Divine Assistance, your complete guide to fast and easy spiritual awakening, healing, and more. Just go to Amazon and search for Instant Divine Assistance or click the link in the show notes. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm your host, Benjamin Bernstein. I record these forecasts as an audio podcast and a video, so take your pick. The video version includes detailed chart graphics, which you can also see in my written forecasts at astroshaman.com. Be sure to subscribe to This Week in Astrology in your preferred app. And if you haven't already, be sure to click the link in the show notes for 2 chances to win a free Astrology Plus session with me each month. As of April 1st, the moon is waxing, there's no retrograde planets, and we have 1 aspect pattern continuing a grand trine with Mars, Saturn, and the South Node. More on that in a moment. See details and links to all this in the show notes. Let's dive in. On Saturday, April 1st, no fooling. Are you persistently focusing your thoughts on your life purpose? Are you reinforcing the thoughts that move you toward it while transforming or releasing the ones that don't? This is the fundamental question being posed by a Mercury-Pluto lunar nodes T-square. It starts today on April 1st, peaks on the 4th, and ends on the 10th. More broadly, any learning or communication that aligns with your life purpose is potently supported. Information that's practical and down to earth, that's Mercury conjunct the North Node in Taurus, is especially encouraged. Finally, don't double down on your usual ways of thinking just because they're in your known zone. This aspect pattern's Mercury-Pluto square is ideal for releasing or transforming thought patterns for the better. Also, on Saturday, April 1st, perseverance and trauma healing are supported for more than a month by a grand trine with Mars, Saturn, and the South Node. That's the aspect pattern I mentioned a moment ago. This harmonious aspect pattern started on March 16, peaks today on April 1st, and ends on April 21st. Mars and Saturn create an Energizer Bunny dynamic. Mars provides the raw energy, while Saturn systematically parcels it out for maximum productivity. The South Node can help you activate past life gifts and talents, and its placement in Scorpio can add plenty of power. Both the South Node and Scorpio are associated with unhealed wounds and traumas. Mars in Cancer can energize the processing of challenging emotions. Saturn can also give you the discipline and focus to hold steady during your healing process, while Pisces encourages you to delegate this healing to your inner divine power. To learn how to do this quickly and easily, check out my free healing invocation. You can just go to astroshaman.com, look on that menu bar at the top, and look for the words Instant Divine Assistance. Click that, it'll take you to my free course. There's also a link to that in the show notes. This grand trine can also help you activate the upside potentials of Saturn in Pisces. These include law of attraction work, embodied awakening, and manifesting your inspired creativity into tangible form. Mars in Cancer can energize you and add emotional excitement, while the South Node in Scorpio can empower both your latent and previously developed gifts and talents. On Sunday, April 2nd, do you feel called to support a higher cause? Are you willing to contribute your time or resources to serve the greater good without concern for personal gain? That's the message of a Vesta-Pluto lunar nodes T-square that starts today on April 2nd, peaks on the 20th, and ends on May 8th. If you're already aligned with such a cause, this aspect pattern can help give you its potent support. If your support for a particular cause has fallen out of alignment, this T-square can help you transform or release your involvement. Also again, on Sunday, April 2nd, no, I cannot guarantee that you'll win the lottery or inherit $1 million, but a financially auspicious Venus, Ceres, Neptune, Pluto Kite could help you improve your economic situation. It starts today on April 2nd, peaks on the 9th, and ends on the 15th. 3 of these planets have monetary meanings. Venus is the natural ruler of money and is in Taurus, the sign of money. Venus also rules Taurus and has extra power because she's dignified in this sign. In astrology, that just means she rules it. Ceres is the grain goddess with rulership over harvest and abundance. Finally, Pluto is the lord of wealth and power. Neptune, at the kite point of this aspect pattern, rules divine inspiration and visualization. Follow any inner guidance you receive around money matters and focus on a clear vision of the material situation you want. Next, on Tuesday, April 4th, the Mercury-Pluto lunar nodes T-square that started on April 1st peaks today on the 4th and ends on April 10th. We'll be right back with our featured event, that abundantly aspected Libra full moon, right after this. Learn more about astrology as I interpret the natal chart of one of history's most celebrated actors and comedians. I'm hosted by Delisa Hawking, a fifth-generation psychic medium, on episode 4 of Famous and Fated, our look at a mystery astrology chart. You can have fun guessing whose chart I'm interpreting before the big reveal. This is a fun and interactive 27-minute video, which you can enjoy no matter how much you know about astrology. You may even learn something new about your own birth chart. You can also play this astrology guessing game on the first 2 episodes of Famous and Fated. The heroic person I astrologized in episode 1 has been in the global headlines for over a year, and the person I astrologized in episode 2 is one of the most celebrated creative geniuses of all time. Also, one more quick message. I'm excited to be featured on 2 recent podcast episodes. On the Existential Empath podcast, host Tanya Marie interviews me during a lively 39-minute episode. At the end, I lead a brief embodied awakening invocation process, which has a remarkably positive effect on Tanya and can benefit you too. Here's Tanya's description of the episode, titled Embodying the Awakening Process Through Instant Divine Assistance Invocations. She says, "Are you desiring a deeper connection with your higher self to allow more ease and flow in all areas of your life? In this episode, I dialogue with Benjamin Bernstein, astro shaman and best-selling author, about embodying the awakening process, plant medicine ceremonies, invocations, and more. I'm also the featured guest on the Let's Talk Soul podcast. I usually give substantive answers to interview questions, but faced with host Claudia Monticelli's rapid-fire questioning, I learn on the fly how to answer in sound bites. We discuss my Ida invocations, ayahuasca, shamanism, and more in this 20-minute episode. Check the show notes for episode links. And now, back to the forecasting. Let's go to Thursday, April 6th. A full moon illuminates the sky at 12:35 a.m. EDT. That's at 16 degrees Libra. Any Libra full moon is great for release or adjustment in your relationships or creative expression. Aspects. This full moon's energetic connections includes 2 aspect patterns and a pair of quincunxes. Let's start with the most powerful aspect pattern. The Libra moon is part of a T-square opposing the Sun, Jupiter, and Chiron, and squaring Pallas Athena. Interpreted together, all these planets suggest taking a strategic approach to healing and mentoring. Old psychological wounds could get strongly amplified, so have an effective healing technique at the ready. My free healing invocation has helped thousands heal trauma quickly and easily. There's a link to that in the show notes, and I mentioned how to get to that earlier. This T-square could also energize you to bring healing or wisdom to others. In these increasingly challenging times, it's important that everyone step up and serve others however they can. If you feel called to serve but don't think you're ready, Jupiter represents higher education and all types of advanced training. Go get whatever information or experience you need so you can start helping. This call to action is represented by the placement of the Sun, Jupiter, and Chiron in Just Do It Aries, as well as Pallas Athena's planetary theme of feminine assertiveness. The moon also forms a Thor's hammer with Pallas Athena and Piscean Saturn. This encourages you to form a clear vision of what you want, be strategic and cooperative with others to accomplish it, and be joyfully creative while getting it done. If emotional challenge or external roadblocks arise, remember that the obstacle is the way. Saturn tends to reward perseverance. Finally, the moon makes 150-degree quincunxes with Juno and Uranus. With Juno, make sure you're making appropriate adjustments to partner with the right people at the right times. Uranus calls you to be true to your authentic self, follow your intuitive hits, and serve others using your special gifts and talents that you most love to use. On Sunday, April 9th, the Venus, Ceres, Neptune, Pluto, Easy Money Kite that started on April 2nd peaks today on the 9th and ends on April 15th. Next, on Tuesday, April 11th, I have already included today's Sun-Jupiter conjunction around 22 degrees Aries in my full moon interpretation. It's part of that full moon's T-square. But the interpretation becomes simpler when we only consider these two planets. The Sun in Aries is great for assertiveness and new beginnings, while Jupiter in Aries can be expansive and optimistic. Bottom line, this is a great time to go out and make things happen. This is also an ideal time to learn meaningful things or share your wisdom with others. While you're at it, how about some foreign travel or immersion into unfamiliar cultures or customs? Then on Friday, April 14th, a Venus-Saturn square, Venus for Gemini, Saturn for Pisces, could bring challenge to any of Venus's core meanings, relationship, finance, or creativity. Then again, if you bring Saturn's positive qualities to the party, such as discipline, focus, and maturity, you could accomplish great things in these areas. With Venus in Gemini, the square brings special support for creative writing and harmonious communication. The reviews keep coming for my #1 Amazon bestseller called Instant Divine Assistance, Your Complete Guide to Fast and Easy Spiritual Awakening, Healing, and More. A reader in Spain named Tede just gave it a 5-star review and said, "The content is full of powerful insights to easily enter higher states of consciousness. If you cannot meditate, this method will help you meditate for as long as you wish at a very high level. Once you are in the divine zone, healing is easy." End quote. Trish from Australia also gave Instant Divine Assistance a 5-star review saying, quote, "It's easy to read and gets to the point simply without fluff. The invocations are explained succinctly and can be effortlessly incorporated into your daily routine. I love the invocations. They work on anything. I recommend this book. You won't be disappointed." End quote. Thank you, Tede and Trish. The ebook is only $3.99 and included with Kindle Unlimited. The paperback is only $12.99. Also, learn fast and easy tools for awakening, healing, and more, gain wisdom from enlightening guests, and enjoy mind-bending ayahuasca stories. It's all on my Awaken, Heal, and Thrive podcast with a new episode every Tuesday. Recent episodes include Become Whole by Working with Your Parts, A Spiritually Conscious Hot Mess, How to Have a Productive Meltdown as you do effective emotional healing, and My Soul Thief Awakening. Click the link in the show notes or search for Awaken, Heal, and Thrive wherever you get audio or video podcasts. And the events in my Awakening Plus online membership range from bubble bath gentle to shamanically intense. They support your individual healing and awakening as well as global spiritual awakening. We also have community-focused events where members ask questions and connect with each other. Not a member yet? Join one of our free events. 2 calls are open to the public each month. Experience how Awakening Plus can accelerate your personal evolution. Hundreds of satisfied members make up our supportive online community. Would Awakening Plus also be a good fit for you? As of March 2023, members receive these exclusive benefits. At least 9 of our monthly Zoom events are members only. Some members attend lots of live events, while some don't do any. Many members prefer to experience our events when it's best for them, choosing from an archive of almost 550 life-transforming experiences. Amazingly, the recorded events are just as powerful as the live ones. We even have an easy-to-use best of guide to help you choose the event that will help you most right now. There are 3 major courses so far, with more coming. There's a Members Helping Members service. You can pair up with an accountability partner if you wish. You'll get constant support from the Awakening Plus group energy field, and that's not even all the benefits. Click the link in the show notes to learn more, or go to awakeningplus.com. That's awakeningplus.com. Thanks for being here. Once again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. I can serve you with astrology readings, shamanic healing, and one-of-a-kind life coaching. All my one-on-one services are equally effective in person or long distance. I also offer an unbeatable price on SolarFire, the #1 astrology software for Windows. And as I mentioned, I run the Awakening Plus online membership for spiritual support. You can learn about all this and more at astroshaman.com. Please reach out if you have any questions. My email is benjamin@astroshaman.com, and my number for voice and text, 828-338-9852. I'd love to connect with you. We're wrapping up. Please leave me a 5-star rating, review, or comment wherever you're getting this, so others who also love astrology and spirituality can find it. And be sure to check out my book and Awaken, Heal, and Thrive podcast. Thanks again for spending this time with me. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.